Alright, let me pull up the stream so I can see the chat. Today, we're starting a new series of getting all the way to Unreal without a drift button and without a flip button. Which might seem a little crazy. I'm not convinced it's possible, but I'm convinced the other challenges have been too easy for me. Okay, I'm just pulling up the chat now. Make sure my audio here is what I want. Looks good. Alright. Okay, I'll start by showing my keybinds so that everyone can see. I have also added an overlay so you can see that I'm not pressing buttons. I've got rocket drift and air dodge tied to the left button, so a button that I can't accidentally press. So we're going to be playing the whole game like this. We've added air roll to R1 in order to be able to actually have some form of being able to touch the walls without bumping. And let's just hop into the rank. First few games will be good for practicing playing without these mechanics. It should definitely be insanely tricky. It'd be interesting to see where people think I end up getting to. Because there's a good chance it's not all the way to Unreal. Kinda need to turn the speed up. Okay, yeah, so my drift button, oh, I've got vibrations on. Plus left arrow to drift. No. So we're gonna let the game just auto drift us. Is the plan. The problem is we won't be able to carry drift in the air, so that'll definitely be a decent problem. I like the game trying to insist. I hope that message goes away. It's like, please use drift. Please use your turbos. I mean, I'll use my turbos. I can't get drifts going. I need to be like all the way on the right. But as you can see, I've got the overlay on. And I don't have drift button bound to a normal button. I've got it bound to the left button on my analog stick. As you can see, it keeps trying to tell me. And I don't have flip also. Flip's also bound to the left button on my controller. Is it really gonna like force me to do a drift? Or is it just because it's the first lap? Ah! Honestly, it's already kind of hard in bronze, so we might just be screwed. I think realistically I could get to Diamond, maybe Elite. For the first few games we'll just be getting simply good practicing. Being able to try to work with the auto drift. And we've established that driving in a straight line is enough to be able to beat most players. up to at least platinum, so that should be fine. I just really hope it doesn't keep spam notifying me that where my drift button is. But without air flips too, we used air flips a lot to be able to make up for some of the speed. But now we have no air flips and no drift button. They're both bound to left button there that I was pressing. I keep going to press my drift button like intuitively, like my main. It's gonna tell me that every single game. We might have to press it just once, like at the end of the race, to be able to make it not continuously remind us how to drift. But as you can see, it's bound to the left button there. Which, now that I have an overlay, you can see that I don't press. I just let the game auto-drift me. I've got to be really delicate with tapping my analog stick so it stays in a drift form. It's really annoying that it's telling me all these buttons, though. And there's probably a way to turn that off in the settings. Let me check after this game. Chain drifting should be impossible, right? I can't go like... No. Uh-oh. We're dying at bronze. Not a good sign. He really just spams me with use my turbo. Like, it's giving me actively bad advice. It's like, hey, you have at least one turbo. Spam it. No wonder people stay lower ranked. The game literally is trying to handicap them. Yeah, mastering getting this auto drift to work will definitely be our... Okay, we're gonna see if we turn off that tooltip before we commit to doing one small drift in order to move on. Needless to say, obviously it's gonna be faster than the average person by a significant amount. Where is everyone? I do wonder how many of these people have like ever played a video game before. Because I'm pretty sure just like holding down the drive button would get that same speed or faster. Alright, let's see if we can turn off tutorial. Be probably under what game? We also want to turn off vibrations. Screen shake, why would we want that? I don't even know what that is. Anyone know where vibrations are? Vibrations. I guess it wouldn't be under audio. What would it be under though? Every time I see this acceleration, I'm like, I would like to accelerate faster. It's under controller settings. Thank you. Ah, yes. The real question is, how do we turn off the tooltips that they keep trying to tell me? Is that possible, or do I just have to suck it up? Contextual tips from HUD settings? Oh my gosh, you're the MVP right here. This challenge was gonna be a nightmare. Where? Contextual tips are in the HUD setting. Oh, HUD. Is this HUD? Game UI. Isn't that HUD? I'm hoping they just go away in time as we climb ranks. I just don't want them to be like, press the drift button to drift. It's like, no. Screw it. But yeah, we got drift and air flip bound to the left button here. That we won't be pressing in race, obviously. What rank do you think we can end up getting to without drifting or air flipping, the two main mechanics of rocket racing? We're doing barely... Okay, stop giving us day drifting. Playing day drifting feels like depressing. Can we just drive in a straight line? Is that faster than them? It's on par with them. We're only fourth and all we've done is hold the gas. Okay. Literally drove in a straight line and it's like almost keeping up with them. We'll have to use other cars to let us drift. That's the big brain stuff. Look how much just a little bit of drift gets you for speed. Like any amount of drifting, which we can't do much because we have to let the game auto drift us. Yeah, I don't know where that setting is though, because these tooltips are super annoying. It's like, okay, I get it. Woo! Oh, don't worry, we brought back the air rolls for this. We might not be able to flip in the traditional sense, but we can flip in the untraditional sense. Whether that has any use, to be determined. Wow, we're doing it! PogChamp! Is that what people say? What rank do you think we can end up getting to without literally the two main ways to build speed? Flipping to boost pads and drifting for speed. I'm a bit worried where we can get to. But I don't like normal smurfing. You know, normal smurfing feels kind of bad, just smurfing. At least here I'm playing at a massive deficit, so it's a little bit more fair. Although they don't know about this deck. Oh wait, what? Oh, this one. We can't get the drift going. What if we drift up the walls? Okay, maybe Unreal's a little bit too high of a benchmark to be able to aim for here. We're gonna have to see. The air roll does not help. We're so screwed. Alright, this one turn is the one turn that we should be able to build more speed than them. I still like my idea of drifting up the walls, but I don't know how to do it properly. It is kind of. I guess they kind of just play without drift and air flips, anyways. But I think we could get to at least diamond without the drifting or the air flip buttons. Especially when we got cool front flips. Whoa. The turns that we do get drift, we really have to maximize. Alright, I don't think we have to wait each time, do we? It didn't tell me to drift there, hey? I think maybe it's already fixed once we got past bronze 1. So anyone that's just tuning in, real quick, we have drift and air dodge tied to the left button here. I got my overlay on so you can see that I never press it. Pressing it looks like this. Well, we ain't doing that. So anytime we drift, it's because the game made us drift. And air flips, I don't even know what those are. All we know is front flips. Because we do know what front flips are. Alright, same map again. It should be fine. All these early ones are just good practice to be able to practice our auto drifting. And of course our front flips. Driving into hazards will slow you down. Good tips. Yeah, we can't really get too much drift. I'm trying to get it to auto drift on the walls. So hopefully that's enough time to... There we go. Because the game does drift you automatically. And we really just need to abuse that. Maybe we gotta figure out some new mechanic of, like, wave dashing. Yeah. Am I racing right? Is this how you race? Well, it's not telling me to drift anymore, so I think it's just giving me different tips as they're introduced. Oh no! We're trolling too hard. The problem is after all these challenges, I'll go back to my main and like start racing at like top 50 on Real, and it'll be like, oh, I guess I should use the drift button. I haven't had my energy drink yet today. I'll go grab that while it boots in. Alright, we got our energy drink. We're gonna be wide awake. We're gonna be crushing ranked. I wish I could get games on my main, like on my lunch break, but does not seem to be the way. There's just less and less people play. Hoping though over time with like map creator and stuff like that, and you know, we can pretend that maybe they become more transparent as a company, that people would come back to the game. But you know, we have our doubts. The game is very buggy. I've had a lot of network problems where it just kicks you out of games, stuff like that. Part of me thinks they're like making it slightly worse. Like this load time right here, it's kind of ridiculous. Well, in the meantime, I actually think maps like Anaconda and Sidewinder might be slightly beneficial for us, not detrimental. Because at least we can force the game to drift a bunch. Versus a lot of the straight maps where people can chain drift, we won't be able to. Or even get regular drifts, we won't even be able to do small little drifts. So this will be a real problem. Like, what do we do at this point? We're just sitting us stuck in the menu. Like, do you quit? There's like not even an options menu to back out. I really hate how downhill this game's been going. So I really like playing it, but it's seeming less and less like it's worth it. Like, I don't know, do we just like Alt F4? Like, what are our options here? I think we have to. We'll boot it back up now, but I don't know what to tell you guys. That's not me. That's Epic not knowing how to run a game, I guess. It's booting back up now. It says it's running, but it's not running. This is the most scuffed I've ever seen it. Let me see. I don't know, it literally just says it's running, but it's not. Like, it's kind of frustrating. Epic really needs to get their client together. There we go, we just closed all of Epic Games Launcher and rebooted it. Alright, it's booting up now. Give it 1 second. Game crash. Sorry for the delay. Very interesting, Zach. It's a cool story. Alright, we're booting it back up. Make sure our settings are still here. We got drift and air dodge on the left button that we're never going to press. Then let's get to Unreal without either of the core mechanics of the game. Hello, Kinaku! Starting the new series with high hopes but little expectations. How high do you think we can get with no drift button and no air flip button? Literally the two main spots to gain speed in the game. I think it'll be very, very tricky. But luckily, we have front flip tech. And I got my overlay on here so that you can see I'm not pressing the left analog stick button, which is my drift button. That game's just auto drifting me. Like if I hold it, I can get a small drift going. Maybe plat? Oh, you're selling it short. I think we drove in a straight line mostly and got the diamond. I think gold players are better than platinum players because they're just the new players that are. A lot of them are Smurfs probably, or like people that are in like diamond and elite Smurf. I should say. Besides, with tech like this, how could we lose? Yeah, we really need to make the most out of all the turns that we can get for free. The front flips are too fun. I really hope they add an actual use for them at some point. Because currently, they're just very stylish. What is that? What is front flipping? It's my freestyle mechanics. We can't get the backflip, there's not enough aerial space. We gotta do it here. Woo! Uh-oh, actually catching up. Hopefully they don't have a turbo, otherwise we might actually have just come second in Trolled and Bronze. Like the backflip? I mean, if we can't drift or use air flip, the least we can do is front and back flip. Might make it slower, but it gives us way more style points. So even if we lose, we won in spirit. And that's what counts. I still wonder if they could be used for some align to certain areas that normally would be very tough to make flip to. Like if you could just tilt your car on a slightly different angle or something, you might be able to hit some better make flips. I think it'll take people a while to figure out that. In the meantime, we can style on all these people. The triple front flip tech. There's a way to drift up the walls. A little bit. You get some speed going up the walls. Woo! Yeah, I think we could drift up the walls. I think we gotta practice that here. Like if we go like... That kind of worked. You're gonna make them think it's a real mechanic? What do you mean? It totally is a real mechanic. You not see me getting first with it? It could be less real than that. The upside down turbo. Yeah! How is flipping not a real mechanic? Fortunate. Not what we wanted, Panic. Driving into hazards will slow you down. Man, the game is so informative. I just learned so much. Yeah, I'm excited. Think about it this way. If I train a bunch of like silver and gold players to start investing time into the front flips, they will find a use for us. What do you mean they're just for style? They're not just for style. But if we inspire a bunch of lower ranked people that are just starting out to try the front and back flips, by the time they're unreal, they might have found uses for it and revolutionized the entire game. Think about that. So really I'm out here making the game more advanced. Okay, do they really only play like one map at this rink? Oh wow. Let's do some backflips. And the funniest part is because I'm ahead of them, you're right, they're gonna think it's actual mechanics. Like, going, what? They're gonna be like, how is he flipping like that? Let's get a little bit of a draft behind this guy. The draft is actually quite a decent amount of speed, as you can see. It does, He's decently fast, eh? For this rank. Props to him. This is only lap 2 out of 3. I should have saved some of the turbos. Actually, thought this was the end. Can't have Peely catching us. Woo! We have to be so much more mechanical than usual. A lot more creative on where we can get our drifting from. Use the auto drift to drive us up the walls to then correct. I think by the end of this, we'll have a lot of unique lines that are dedicated only to strategies like this. Yeah, needless to say, obviously we're winning first to start because it's all straight lines. I mean, it's not even straight lines. We're getting drifting up through the ceiling without the drift button. But I'm saying they'll be easy until... I don't know. Honestly, I could even see like as early as silver starting to become a problem. Like without being able to drift. We don't really have much in the way of gaining speed on anyone. Like once we start hitting maps like Puddle Jumper or Airborne, where it's just like, well, what are you supposed to do? Just drive in a straight line? Yeah, honestly, I'm getting pretty bored of this map. They really don't have other maps. Do we do front or back flips off the start? That's the question. We didn't even get the drift started there. Using the auto drift to be able to drift up the walls, because there's enough room with the walls. Problem is, like on areas like this, there's not much we can do. We gotta figure out a plan for something like this in the future. Yeah, we can't get the auto drift going very easily. Woo! Oh my gosh, without being able to air flip back to the track, it's so tricky. I think we're getting pretty decent at this. Drift up the wall now, though. I say as I hit lava. I think a lot of maps are going to be very, very, very tricky, though, as we start to get to past the bare minimum basic maps. Yeah, 25% per wind, so one more game and we should be silver at least. Alright, time for the promotion game. I think this is the 7th time in a row we've got this map. I can actually understand why the game gets no new players. Like, I would probably stop playing a brand new game if it was just the same map again and again and again. I gotta get bored. I am bored. Can I get a drift here? A little bit. Man, it really won't just drift. Darn, it wouldn't drift up the wall there. And we're relying heavily on the auto drift feature. Trying to get the turns that we can get as much as possible. I wanted the backflip so much. I'm doubling down. Yes! I don't think that's the word you're looking for. But yeah, this time we're trying to climb to, well, we'll see where we can climb to. Obviously the goal would be Unreal, but without the drift button and without the air flip button. I could probably have just picked one or the other, and it would have been a good enough challenge. Probably without air flip would be too easy. We probably could have just done without drift to Unreal. No drift and no flip is severely challenging. It's hard to believe we'll be able to get onto a reel with it, but you never know. There's a lot of Unreal players now. I just really want any map that isn't that map, though. We've had that map like 7 times in a row. I really hope that's not like a thing that the game designers are choosing. So like, just giving me the same map on repeat would definitely make me quit the game if I was a new player. Unexciting. But it's actually good to see it's at 10k players in the middle of a day on a Thursday. I'm really missing the days where it was like 20, 30k players regularly. Five reports were thrown on me. The reason is to read. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, but... any map that isn't Bone Cavern, and ideally not Daydrifting 1. And give us anything that's actually exciting. Or honestly, I'll take anything that's not exciting as long as it's not the same 2 maps. Because so far our experience... Oh my gosh, how did they ever expect to get new players? If they're just going to force them to play literally the same map every single ranked game at the start. This game is doomed. I would have quit if I was a new player and had to play this so many times in a row. You got like 50 maps and they're like, yeah, what if we just pick the exact same one every single race on repeat? We're also not even getting 12-person lobbies anymore. Do you think it's confusing to the new players when I do front and back flips to start? Like when they see something like that? Or that? And then they see me ahead of them still, they're like, yo, must be a secret tech I don't know. We're relying on the auto drift feature. That's why we're drifting up the walls, because there's enough space to have auto drift start to go. Yeah, I think we could get to Diamond. I think Elite might be a little bit tricky without either of the two main mechanics in the game. But I think it's still possible. I believe in us. Getting a little bit of drifting on the spots we can. If we go far enough off to the edge of the road, we can get a little bit. Actually, what happens if we just drift into a wall? Like, oh, actually, we might be fine. Alright, I think that just got us to an Elite. Although, I think a lot of the higher up maps have the coals on the side of the road, which would ruin that strat. But in general, if we could just drift into the guardrails, we should be fine. I mean, the front flips are fun. I gotta do them. I got more points at Silver 1 than I got at Bronze 3? That's kind of weird. I mean, we'll take it. Faster to level up. What do you think the fastest you can get an account from Fresh Bronze to Unreal is? Like, I could probably come first every single game. How long do you think that would take, though? 6 hours? 12 hours? Because it's like still a grind, right? Even if you come first on repeat. You'd have to like immediately leave and then like re-queue. Maybe I'll make a challenge some point where we try to go from 0 to Unreal in X amount of time, where the Discord sets what X is. And if I can't do it, I'll buy everyone in the chat a skin or something. Well, maybe not everyone in the chat. That could add up to a lot of money, depending on how many people are in the chat. That could be fun. What are these match times? Is this game really actually that dead? Did I pick a dying game to start getting into? I thought the game had a lot of potential. Maybe we queue in Europe? A lot more latency, but I don't think it matters. There might be more people in Europe right now, because it's later in the day. Alright. A Bone Cavern for the 9th time in a row. I can't imagine why we have a dying player base. Who doesn't want to pick up a new game mode of Rocket Racing and then race the same map 9 times in a row? I still have to wonder what those people are thinking when they see that. Oh, we didn't get a drift there. You are different people with mechanics, yeah. I mean, I'm a pretty mechanical player on my main. But not being able to have mechanics lets me refine my roots and stuff like that in my air flips. Yeah. Never know when I need to bust those out on top ranked Unreal. Oh. We try to get the auto drift going. Hello there, Mahmood. We're starting a series where we're going to get to, well, hopefully Unreal, but we'll see where we get to. Without the drift button, and without the air flip button. Just this flip button. Look at that guy chain drifting. What the heck? What rank is this? I'm telling you, silver players sometimes are better than higher ranked players. I think then they just get bored of playing Bone Cavern for 86 times in a row. Quit the game forever. I'm just begging for a different map at this point. We're gonna get to Unreal only playing Bone Cavern. Oh, I like how much it's giving you. I'm curious if they added an MMR system. That's a lot for a win. Yeah, players are going up. So that's good. I really do hope we get this back, though. Like, I think maybe when Season 1 starts, that'll be the determining factor if the game's going to survive or not, is how they do on Season 1. If they, like, promote it a bit, be a little bit transparent on the Reddits and communication, actually have, you know, good features and stuff, I think the game could really catch on. But it all depends just on that. Alright, next game. Please, any map but Bone Cavern, since we've played it, I think, literally 10 times in a row now. Maybe I just need to start improving my strats on Bone Cavern. Good teams stick together. Great teams work. Oh my gosh! What the heck is going on? Why is it only Bone Cavern? Is this the only map that exists at low rank? Is the game that cursed? I couldn't hear my starting sound. It's the Man, they're all pretty fast, huh? This could be a problem. Get some draft behind them. Like, seriously, this is actually Bone Cavern, like, what, 9 times in a row? 10 times in a row? Okay, I'm curious if we can, drift... Ah! I was gonna say into the wall, but apparently with hills that's a little bit much. Oh. Getting the auto drift to work proper is painful. I wouldn't say perfect drift. They're okay drifts. Woo! The nice part is once the drift starts, I can do my good micro adjustments to be able to keep it going. Build like basically a full bar. So I think we're still doing okay on this map, that's for sure. I'm just tired of this map. Alright, Silver 2, give us new maps. Oh, we climb a good amount into that also. Alright, let's see if we can keep winning without the core game mechanics. I really don't want to see Bone Cavern right here. Did it just give us day drifting? Oh no, Kirby Canyon. Okay, at least it's a new map. We take new maps. Pretty happy. This is only the third map we've ever seen since we started this challenge. Alright, how does this map work? Can we hit these on an angle? No. We're gonna drift. Use the auto drift into the wall, I think. Oh, that was probably a bad call. There's enough turns that we should be able to get the auto drift working. We just gotta get the feel of it. Huh. Alright, that's a nice drift. No, honestly, it's getting kind of boring, Jacob. I'll probably continue that series, but I kind of wanted to see if I could do it without using a drift button or the air flip button. So I've unbound both buttons. Darn, since we have no way to carry the drift in the air because we don't have the drift button bound to go over any ledge with drift. It's just gone. Hey Maxwell. So we've bound, I have the control overlay so that you guys can see I'm not cheating. We've bound drift button to the left button, like the left analog stick. Is that what it's called? No, not analog stick. The left keypad? Yeah. Yeah, this is what a 30-minute queue time does. Can I get Unreal without the drift button or the air flip button? Honestly, this dude's not that slow. I don't know where the end of the race is. Is it right here? Oh, we were just short of turbo. That's depressing. Okay, so we need to get better at that map. This is going to be a very tough challenge. But we're also going to run into quite a few like pseudo-smurfs while we go through the initial rinks. So I'm not too worried either way. What rank do you think we could get to pick up our Maxwell without the drift button and without the air flip button? Basically the only two main mechanics in the game. Like every other mechanic stems from them. Chain drifting, can't do because we can't drift. Meg flipping, can't do because we can't flip. I believe in us, though. It's crazy how long the queues are, even at this rank, though. Like, I'd expect games to be near instant. With 10,000 players? Shouldn't be too bad, right? Because the game does do an auto drift if you hold the drift button, like if you hold the analog stick for long enough, and it shouldn't be awful. Okay, so what did we learn on this map to get faster? We learned some of the drift angles are hard, so we're gonna try to auto drift into the wall to start. Yeah, like that. Get off my car. Oh, we really can't get the auto drift started. Man, I swear some people are decently fast, huh? Are we gonna draft off them? Alright, we'll settle with the draft. Oh, that was really bad. Yeah, the auto drift is very less than ideal. Let's put it that way. I mean, the draft. I'm not close enough. We gotta hold these angles for as long as possible so we can get the most speed we can on them. Oh, we're so bad at that turn. We're probably losing a lot of time off that one. Wow, that guy bumped me into the wall, ruining the drift angle. Yes! I know it shouldn't matter too much at this rank, but I'm happy with everyone we can get at any rank. We were also 7 seconds faster than last time. Oh my gosh. Racing without the basic mechanics is so painful. I can't even imagine how tough this is going to be in like gold, platinum, diamond. It'll be insanely painful. Like, at least with the wall mechanics, we're like, okay, we trust you can do like one safe baby drift. Here, we can't do those. So we got like nothing going for us in this challenge. Realistically, I think maybe Elite is the max possible. Anything past that, they actually know what they're doing. As soon as you get to Elite, you're pretty competent. Alright. This should get us our promotion to... what? Silver 2? Yeah, it's weird. I only got D-Drifting for the first 4 maps, then only Bone Cavern for the next 10, and now I'm only getting Curvy Canyon. I really wonder if that's an intentional dev choice, because it seems awful to me. Man, we really can't do that one turn. We gotta figure that out. Game, let me drift! Oh my gosh. The good news is they seem much slower than the other people. We didn't get a nice drift angle on that. Whatever, straight line tech is good enough. It's been good enough to work at Elite with the low mechanics. It's good enough to work at this rank. It's this turn. There we go, we finally got it. Or was it this one? No, it was the first one. We got it. Alright, we're getting better at this, huh? We're gonna become a natural auto drifter by the end of this series. We're gonna actually play without our drift button bound on our main after this, because it's like clearly a dead button. We're gonna turn on auto acceleration, save that button. And we're gonna also disable the drift button, save that button. So by the end we're gonna be able to play Get to Unreal with one finger challenge or something. Like, look how smooth those drift lines are still. Woo! Moderately, that's the answer. Moderately smooth. Not being able to hold the drift on the air off turns is going to be probably the bigger problem than getting the drift. If they gave me this map again, I'm not going to be happy. Because that just means that they're giving the same maps again and again and again to low players. Which means we're never going to get more players in the game if they do that. So it's just not exciting for new people to play. Oh yeah, we really are ranking up pretty fast. We give a lot of points early on. What rank do you think we could feasibly get to, though? That's the real question. I really don't like how long the queues are. Went to bronze from what got it once. I mean, if you just like hover throughout the stream, like just along the timeline, you'll see how many times in a row I just raced Bone Cavern. Like I'm just moving my mouse along the stream right now. It's just like all Bone Cavern on repeat. So you say I'm just getting unlucky, and it's just the same maps again and again, coincidentally. Like, what is these 1 minute queues in Silver? I'm even playing on EU, where more people will be off work by now. So did you notice that they nerfed players kind of overnight a few nights ago, and now everyone's slower in the game? It's really weird. Alright. Maybe as soon as after you confirm that I was just getting unlucky, we got new maps. Okay, so we need to drift so perfectly that we don't hit the lava. So, precise drifting. Oh no, there's no lava on the inside. And we should be able to do this back here. Woo! That car just helped me out so much. I just continued my drift along his car. Otherwise I would have had to end it early. This map seems pretty easy for no drift button. The auto drift on this section feels really generous. Yeah, look at that. Even without the drift button, you can still get lots of drift. For anyone tuning in, we're climbing to whatever rank we can climb to, hopefully Unreal, without the drift button and without the air flip button. Which sounds a little crazy, considering that's where every single bit of speed comes from in the game, and every core mechanic of the entire game. But I believe in us. Actually, I like this map. We practiced this map quite a bit for the tournament that I did. Obviously, a lot of the lines and strats don't work. Like, without air flipping, is this even viable? It is. Okay, phew. I wasn't sure if I was just going to turbo straight into the death play. I wonder if I should be like announcing the map name at the start of each map so that if I ever use like an AI that could just do a voice to text, it would be able to get the timestamps for when every race started, and then I could use it to auto edit the clips. I wonder how hard that would be. Then I could upload these less painfully for everyone without having to wait through the queue times if they want to rewatch it in the future. The same map. Now all of a sudden my render distance can't see the lava up there? That's kind of weird. It was there 1 second ago. Unknown map name. Perfect. Got a nice long drift. Yeah, I can't like air flip drift over top of these like I do in my main. What? Yo, run that back. 85% sure I didn't hit that lava, by the way. Pretty sure the game just bugged on me there. This is a nice angle to get a nice drift on. Same with this one. I'm getting more used to where the auto drift starts now. Like, look at that beautiful inside line track. It could almost be believable this is gameplay footage with the drift button. Yeah, we're definitely getting faster and faster. This won't be a super long stream today since I got other things to do, but I wanted to at least get to like gold to start. Maybe like an hour and a half, and we'll call it, and then we'll continue the series another time. So that should be about 2 or 3 more races. I think in gold when it's going to start becoming a bit more of a problem because they're going to unlock a lot of new maps. Alright, we got a game. What map we get this time? Same one? New one? Alright, this one's pretty easy. I think we've got the drift lines basically mastered at this point. Like this long drift, small one here, drifting to the left. I think this 100% could be believable that we were playing with the drift button. For some of it at least. If we start over on the left hand side here, we could probably start the drift early, allowing it to get to full speed. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. Using our turbos on the drifts kind of allows us to get the drift for longer, which is really beneficial when we don't have the drift button. Since without the drift button, we kind of have to just rely on small auto drifts from the game. So activating turbo really lets us build that drift meter a lot more. Start all the way left, so when we hold the stick, it starts drifting us. And I think we're just one game away from gold. I think at gold is when it'll start to become a little bit more tricky. Maybe 2 games. They don't really give you a lot of points. But so far we haven't lost a game, which isn't too surprising. Because I'm pretty sure at this rank people barely know how to drift. Definitely don't know how to flip anyways. So not having them isn't much of a handicap yet. I think gold people start to learn how to drift. And maybe high gold, low plat, they start to learn how to flip. But that's also when we'll get more interesting maps that we are more knowledgeable on. In the meantime, thanks to Epic. By Epic, I think it used to say by Psyonix. Wait a minute. Am I right on that? Like the map literally used to say it was built by Psyonix. Man, my drifting is so good with a drift button. I failed there, but... Give me your draft. Give me your draft. Nice. Just about holding the drifts as long as possible when we do get the auto drift. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to climb, is using our drift button while we use our turbo button. Because it allows us to get longer drifts. This one's pretty easy, so we don't need it. I say drift button, but I mean like while we were doing a drift. But the auto drift in the game without pressing the drift button is actually pretty decent. Although I really think it should be disabled because there's no real reason it should be auto drifting me. Like if I wanted to drift, I'd press the drift button. Although it's the only way this challenge works, of course. But I'm saying in general. Like on my main, when I want to drift. Oh my gosh, look how good that inside line is without a drift button. I'm really starting to feel the auto drift. And we'll show everyone that's just joining real quick before we queue for the next one. So they believe. Settings, controller. We have rocket drift and air dodge bound to the left D-pad, which we're not pressing. We have a controller overlay on so that you can see that that's not happening. We're going to be getting Unreal without the two main core mechanics of the game. Drifting, which lets you chain drift, lets you flip drift in the air, lets you carry drifts in the air, mirror drift, and then we're also not going to be using flips, which lets you get the boost pads, make flip, flip over hazards. Yeah, I'm playing PC. So we really can't handicap ourselves any more than this. We're basically playing Rocket Racing without any of the Rocket Racing stuff. And I still think we have a shot at Unreal. Hey UGC Plays. Don't think I've seen you in here before. Welcome. Or if you have, sorry, I've got bad memory. I hate how long the queues are, even at low ranks, though. This one should get us to gold, at least. In gold, I think, will start to become a little bit more spicy, because there'll be a lot more maps. Like, seriously, why does it take so long to find a game? There's 11,000 people, and we're at a rank that a lot of people should be at. There we go. Alright. What map do we get? New map? Same map? My drift lines are starting to feel pretty good on that map, so. Yeah, it's weird. It keeps giving me the same maps again and again for like 6 in a row. And then it'll swap me to a new map. I think we got a little bit for the button. I wouldn't expect to get that for at least a couple of years, but you should see what rank you can get without getting worse than 3rd place. Like, force myself to get 3rd place every game? I mean, you can get to Unreal if you only get 3rd place. Without getting... You mean like tryharding and see what rank I can get before I come 4th or less? Is that what you're saying, Jacob? I think I could get Unreal without ever not coming first a single game. Yeah, I would say so. Should probably have waited to turbo. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I could just get to Unreal without ever dropping a single game. Well, I was thinking about doing it one where we set a set time for me to try to get to Unreal, and if I don't do it, I buy people in the chat skins or something. Like full on tryharding. Timer on the clock. Gotta rush, rush, rush. That guy's decently fast, eh? Yeah, no, I think we're only gaining something like 50 or 60 subs a day, so it'll take a long time before we get a play button. No, I said we'll do one once we get to 5k subs, so I'll do a V-Bucks giveaway. Although I heard that when you buy V-Bucks, they're locked to whatever region you're in, so I gotta figure out how that would work. I also kind of want to host tournaments in the Discord where I give cash money for like different ranks, like an Elite tournament, a Champion tournament, and an Unreal tournament, or like different ranks in Unreal. Since we know what everyone's ranks are in the tournament. Yeah, we're getting pretty good amount of subscribers each day. I actually kind of wasted a bunch of my own money and hired an editor for one video. He just finished editing it today. I just asked for a small revision, but I don't even know if I like the style. It feels kind of like the style that kids watch, a bit more. I don't know. I'll still post it, but because I spent all the money for the editor. But okay, can we drift? Okay, can we? Nope. We gotta air roll this way. Okay. Okay. This will be a new map to get used to. We haven't tried this one yet. Ah! Without the drift button, we kind of just have to go up to the top and then come down here. Can we drift here? Kinda. I think it's faster. Nah, it's probably faster getting the drift while we can, huh? Oh no, the game bounces up and we can't carry the drift. Okay, so we need a... And then... Oh! The air roll tech is overpowered. Can I drift up the wall? The game has inversion on it. Thinks I'm on a ceiling there. It's super annoying. The only way it didn't crash, by the way, is I just air rolled, and it did something that made me not collide with whatever that was. Someone go figure out what the hell happened. Air roll tech is, I don't have anywhere to snap to the wall, though. I just kind of have to hover near it. We could drift up this wall. Anyone watching? We don't have the drift button or air flip button bound. So when we're drifting, it's just because we're holding our analog stick, and it's drifting us a little bit. That's all we have going for us. I'm trying to get a drift there. It's just not working. I mean, I really want to get the air roll figured out so I can like land smoothly and touch the walls. I don't think gold will be too much of a challenge without these buttons. I think maybe like high gold or low plat is where we'll start to Oh, we got Jackie! Might as well equip her, right? Where is she? Character? We did it. Oh, a fast game for once? Feels good. That's what I was expecting. These kind of fast lobbies. Probably won't do too much more today. Oh, Puddle Jumper 1. A good drifting map that we don't have a drift button for. Honestly, really like this map on my main. I think that if you're stuck in a Elite or Champion, this is the single map to like practice. Because it really practices and enforces long, slow, single directional drifts. Versus what we're about to do, which is drive right into a wall. Get ready for that. Okay, we got a nice draft to start. And then here we should be able to, yeah, find a nice angle. Is this wide enough? Not really. This should be though. No, not enough room in there. How about in here? Not really. This should be fine though. Yep. Uh-oh. Or not. We can't get a drift starter without the drift button. This will definitely be a tough one as we climb up the ranks. Ah. Yeah, we need to take that a lot wider. We can get an okay amount of speed on that drift. The lack of air flip's definitely throwing me off. Not too bad. can work with that. Actually, you know what? That's probably a good spot to call it for today. We'll continue climbing from gold to diamond a different day. Good introduction to the string. So we'll probably continue this some point over the weekend or next week. Have a good one, everyone. Press the like button on your way out.